Jesse Amos, Northern Rivers Disc Golf Club. The classic Splendor in the Basket really is a bit of a dream come true for me. Ever since Splendor in the Grass moved their festival out here to the North Byron Parklands, I came to every one. And as a disc golfer, it was pretty much impossible to walk around this park and not see that there was something special here. I'd be cruising up and down all these rolling green hills with all these people and this massive elevation and huge old growth trees and natural OB lines painted with all the roads. And I thought to myself, this is perfect. And I can remember one of the nights standing on top of the amphitheater, looking down, 40,000 people pumping, music cranking. And I turned to my friends and I said, I'm gonna throw a disc golf tournament out here. Anyway, coming off the success of getting Bell a course in the ground, I went for it. And I contacted the powers that be, jumped through all the hoops I needed to jump through, crossed all my T's and dotted my lowercase J's, and I got permission to throw a tournament out here. I quickly employed the help of my good friend Reese Kruger for obvious reasons. Reese is just the man when it comes to anything disc golf, especially course design and layout and just how to run an event. Brought him out here and I could see his eyes just kind of light up, and he was like, yeah, you were not wrong, Jesse. And we got to work. We threw and threw and threw our arms out. We measured everything. We walked up and down and all around this park for hours and weekends and weeks and months doing course design. And in the end, we finally got something down that we thought was pretty special. And that year I got to TD my first event, the Splendor in the Basket, alongside the help with Reese. And it was a success. In fact, it was such a fun time. Reese loved it so much. He came up with the idea of combining his sort of project, the Gold Coast Classic, with the Splendor in the Basket. The classic Splendor in the Basket was born. And it's something that we can do together and kind of co-host and alleviate the pressure of running an event by yourself. And it just allows us to sort of, make this thing a bit more special and a bit more epic than one person could on their own. And our feedback has been great. People love it. The one complaint that we do get is that, the course is too big, the holes are too long, it's just way too massive and too hard. And you know what? That's not actually wrong. We designed it to be like that. It's sort of on a different level, not necessarily a better level, but it's just something a bit different. It is a huge course. It is a big day of golf, and it's very challenging. And that's what we wanted. My personal home course is Bell Disc Golf Course, and that's some short, tight wooded lines that you have to hit. And after doing that for so long, what I want to do is stand on an elevated tee pad with my high-speed drivers and just throw a disc as hard and far as I possibly can. It's just an event that we can't not have. We have the island hole of all island holes. We've got a hanging basket on a hill with a death putt where you could roll for 100 meters. We've got the top of the world, just the hugest elevated tee pad where you just crank it downhill. It's just something that I feel is very special. And every year, Reese and I get very excited to come back out here and play what is probably our favorite course in the area. And if you've already played this, then chances are you're pretty keen to come back out and have another crack at it. And if you haven't played it yet, I think you're going to be pretty impressed when you come out here and find a challenge that you might not have played before on a disc golf course, at least in this area. So we're super excited. We can't wait to host everybody. We hope you love it as much as we do. And let's keep it in bounds. Cheers.